Stock market review for Thursday, March 9th, 2023 at 7:11 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time. We're going to be looking at a variety of stock market stuff. And if you want to participate in the stock market without needing to look at a whole lot of stuff and just focus on other areas of your life, then take a look at ihavesuccess.com, which you can find in the link. You can find a link to it below this video in the description. This is a strategy that really allows you to achieve your financial goals without spending a lot of time in front of a computer screen. In fact, in about 11 seconds, a link to a video is going to pop up right here that will give you 5 reasons why you should do this. Get ready, here it comes. Boom! You saw it right there. It's at the 1 minute mark. You don't have to click it and watch it right now. You can watch this video and then go back. That's why I put it right at the 1 minute mark so it'd be easy for you to remember. Basically, when you know why, figuring out the how-to becomes a lot easier. And all throughout here is the how-to. We got 5 videos here on this YouTube playlist. We got free downloads. In conjunction with that YouTube playlist, you can figure out how to be cash flowing the stock market without spending a lot of time in front of your computer. Does that sound too good to be true? It's not. So you're probably wondering, what's the catch? The catch is the strategy is the tortoise. Over time, you can achieve financial independence. However, it takes time. And the other thing is that achieving financial independence is twofold. It's not just about how much money you make. Well, it's also about how much money you spend. So get these free downloads, especially get the 3 underused tactics. That'll help you start getting the idea of how much money you spend. If you want to speed this whole process up, then skip the free stuff and get right into the paid stuff. If you have any, go here. If you have any questions, contact me here. Today, we did not have any major financial announcements going on, but tomorrow we do have some major financial announcements that we'll end the trading week with. And wow, could it be more red than it is right now? Look at this, 82% declining versus 15. 83 hitting new lows versus 16. 71.5 below the 50-day moving average. Almost 60% below the 200-day moving average. What does that look like? This is the futures market. And we'll quickly take a look at the 4 indices of the stock market. So this was today's candle. Today being the Thursday. This is Friday's candle already. Why is that? Because the markets are trading in Eastern Standard Time and I'm in Hawaiian Standard Time. So this gives us a little idea as to what's going to happen tomorrow. Now, there's still a lot more time to play out, right? It's early in this new candle. But what we notice is that all 4 of these candles, new candles, are on the bottom, at the bottom of this long drop down. And they're not even going up. They're going down with, count them, 1, 2, 3. 3 out of 4 hitting all-time new lows at the moment. Not looking good for the bulls, but if you're a bear, looking fantastic. Bitcoin, wow, looks just like that, right? Hitting a new low for the month. Broke past this 22,000. Got all the way up here around that 25 area, hitting resistance, and now we're back down under 20,000 at the moment. But still, Michael Saylor is telling you it's going to the moon. I guess it's going to go through the Earth first and go the opposite direction. You know, if it sounds like I'm anti-Bitcoin, or if I'm a FUD, if I'm I don't know whatever slang terms the laser-eyed cryptocurrency people do. If it sounds like I'm one of these anti people, I'm not actually. I think this is a great thing to trade because look at all the volatility going up and look at all the volatility going down. It's just I don't live in a state that gives me enough freedom to do it. Right? I'm not a free enough human being to be able to trade this here in Hawaii through like easy means like Tasty Works, which I think did they change their name to Tasty Trade, or Thinkorswim. So enough about talking about Bitcoin, bubble coin. Let's talk about oil. Crude oil hitting down to this low end of the range, right? If 80, almost 81 is the high end and almost 84 is the low end, then we're almost at that, almost 84. And it looks like there might be some slowing momentum at the moment. Again, these candles, these trade for a long time. This candle's going to trade like basically 23 hours, I think, before it closes, roughly. I think something like that. So we're just starting this new candle, but we are at the bottom of this one. Let's see how low that's going to go. Gold, double bottom right here, heading back up. Let's see what happens around this 1860 area. 20-year bonds, a little double bottom. This one's a little bit low, but it's kind of like this W. And what's happening around this area? Seems to be petering out. The dollar still kind of moving up. Look at this, but hit this 200-day moving average and pull back a little bit. Doji action right there yesterday on the 200-day moving average. So let's see. Is it going to keep pushing against this 200-day moving average and pop above it, or is it just going to kind of go sideways? Look at this humongous move in the VIX today with this big drop in all these indices. Wow. Getting some day trades pulled off on that. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to really enjoy the festivities today because I had an early work day and I was really busy. I barely could pay attention to anything. That's why I love trading cash secured put options on stocks I don't mind owning. You know why? Because it doesn't matter what happens. I can just sit back and not care what happens. What about the 12 sectors of the stock market? Bearish. Woo, boy, look at that. Ooh. Financials really just dropped through the floor. Bearish. Oh my good Lord. That's wonderful. If you're counting on your 401k, that's not wonderful. But if you can trade in any direction, I think for me, I love it. I love it when I like this. I like the market going down. You know why? Because I want to buy things at a discount. I know there's a lot of people when it comes to the stock market, for some reason, they want to buy things full price or overpay for things. They never want to overpay for their shoes, but they sure as heck like to overpay for their assets. I'm just not that type of person. What do we got going on here? ES. All right, let's change this over. Take a quick look at the spiders. Okay, drop down. Now, these are top 10 stocks that are most weighted on the spiders. Again, Apple just hitting this resistance at 155. Tried to test it up here today. Tried to get close and just sold off all the way down here to the 150. So Tim Cook, that's what he's got for us. What's Bill Gates got for us? Bill Gates, we see all the way up here to 260, selling off all the way down here and opened here, rallied up there, boom, down here, hitting this 200-day moving average, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. What's this guy's name again? Shaved head guy. Amazon shaved head guy. We're hitting this resistance at 95. Right? No surprise. We see sort of in this 95 area that prices start overlapping and dropping down. Mark Zuckerberg initiated a big stock buyback. So basically, Mark Zuckerberg and his cronies took a bunch of money and bought their own shares. Boom! Created this big gap up. It floated down here. Are we getting? Is this starting to be a cup and handle type of thing? I don't know. The market's kind of falling apart right now, and Mark Zuckerberg is dropped down just a little bit. Now Google gets to be on there twice. So what's up with the CIA nowadays? All right, CIA is dropping down. It's probably gonna, CIA gets I guess the CIA and the FBI. So same thing, dropping down. Got a sell off. I don't know what would be a good price. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger. Ooh, those sold off too. But we're in this range still. We got to start really breaking like maybe 300 in order to see something different, because it could just catch some support right in that area. But it's just been going sideways. You see for how long? How about Elon Musk? What's that? What's that dude that comes up with a lot of stories? What's he up to? His stock selling off too, but yeah, just a little bit of an M. Now that it's breaking this 180, how far that might go down, I don't know. I was trying to, I wanted to get filled on selling a naked call option out here at around 220 or so, but yeah, I was asking for too much premium, didn't get filled, and I don't recommend that you do that. It is a good way to lose all your money. And over here with Nvidia, dealing with, I think, semiconductors, we had a gap up, and it was looking bullish right there, but now it's like just ignoring that and dropped right back down to the same thing. How about Jamie Dimon? Oh, Jamie Dimon tanked today. Look at that. Look at that, Jamie. What's up with your stock today? Oh man, down here into this 130. We're gonna look at the Qs next. And where are the Qs? Most of these stocks are a repeat of this, and again, they got the CIA and the FBI in there, and they got all those other celebrities, celebrity stock market. And Qs overall, we see that drop, and probably going to come down here and start testing that 200-day moving average. But let's look at these two we haven't looked at. Used to be Elon Musk, Peter Thiel. I don't know who's doing the dirty work over at PayPal nowadays, but what do we see? PayPal tried to get up here at 80, and just selling pressure brought it down. And Adobe, I don't know what celebrity is dealing with Adobe. They better get somebody in there. They need some celebrity. All these stocks need a celebrity to celebritize things. But look at this. You can see that 320, and making this little S right here, or whatever that is. That's funny looking. And just kind of selling off. It looks like like snow hanging off the roof here, getting ready to drop. Let's see if it's going to go back down to 320. Let's look at the Dow. The Dow. Boom. The diamonds. Look at that. Oh, down here. Back down here. Just losing. All these indices losing it. I don't know who the celebrity is for this either. United Health Group. Now, I looked at options on this because it's so volatile. I thought there'd be some rich premium. But my friends, I didn't come away excited. It was a little lackluster, in my opinion. Well, we're hitting the new all-time low, or 6-month low. So in the last 6 months, just hit a low. Not looking good. How about this? Government Sachs. What's up with the Government Sachs? Government Sachs, not looking as bad as Jamie Dimon, but down here in this area of 340, hitting that support. How about Home Depot? Home Depot already had its big drop, but under this 200-day moving average, and it was bumping up against it. When was this right here? This is Thursday. This is Wednesday. Tuesday took a dive back down to the bottom of this range. Now we got to see what's going to happen. Is it really going to beat? Is it really going to break the bottom of this range? And if it starts breaking the bottom of that range, we got a lot of prices overlapping. So I could definitely see it getting stuck in here, and even like have a hard time getting down there. Let's take a quick look at 1 year. Let's see. Yep. probably with Home Depot. If it drops all the way down to 270, that'd probably be a good place to go long, I'm guessing. Now, I don't just go ahead and do that. Before you go ahead and do that, look at look at the monthly chart, look at the weekly chart. Make a big boy or big girl decision. Don't just listen to some random Yahoo on YouTube and start making financial decisions. I don't know you. You don't know me. And that's just the way it be. And so Microsoft, we already talked about Bill Gates. Salesforce, I don't know who the celebrity of that is, but that's just dropping. Is this, we're getting close. We're getting close to this 175, right? We're like about $4 away right now. If it starts getting back down here to this 175, maybe it'll hit some support right in there. But if it gets back down in here, Ray Kroc, you guys remember him? That Burger King guy or whatever hamburger guy. Hamburgers are kind of trading in this range right here. And hey, just to let you know, if you didn't know this is not some healthy food right here. So if you're looking for the best health, like we just went through this health pandemic, this is probably not the best place to be eating. Maybe once in a while it'll be okay. This is not a health channel. I'm just giving you a heads up that at minimum, you might want to look into some of the ingredients, and you might want to question whether you want to be eating the hamburger all the time. Hamburger, what's that clown's name? It's kind of clownish food. I don't know. But if you love McDonald's, my apologies. So Crap Donald's kind of took a crap down here. But you know what? This is not a crappy stock if you want to be owning it. Oh, what's the stock market there? Sometimes you got to separate making money from what you want to eat, and you want to do that, ethical investing. Well, then maybe you got to look at some other things than the market movers. And what do we got here over on Honeywell International? International's been dropping down. Got up here over that 200-day moving average, and it seems to be failing. Let's see if it gets back down here to 190. Visa. Oh, Visa. This is a good business. This is a good business. If you could own Visa, this is a great business. What do they really produce? What's their manufacturing cost? I bet you these guys got tremendous margins. That's why they probably got an expensive stock here. And then after that, you can keep everybody all scared about not understanding how their credit score is. And, it's just like, this is a bunch of fictitious stuff that somehow humans, use it as reality. I'll tell you what, I use it as reality. I'm working on getting my credit score as high as possible, my friends. And anyways, as high as possible. The stock is not as high as possible right now. Pull back down here to this 220. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But this has been a stronger one than some of those other things, right? Like PayPal. Jamie Dimon was looking pretty crappy compared to Visa over here. Maybe Visa's doing okay because they don't have a celebrity running their stuff. Woohoo, Amgen. I don't know if they got a celebrity running their stuff, but they're not looking okay at all. It's not been one sell-off. This has just been a great time to somehow short this thing. Whether you want to buy puts, you want to buy put spreads, whether you want to sell call spreads, whether you want to sell naked calls, whether you want to short the stock. What can you do? I don't know if you should keep doing it. I don't know. You got to look at that because now look at this. We're back down here. What do we look at? The 6 month. We're back down here hitting this in this range. And this stock market is looking like Boeing. Look at that, sold off today. But everything sold off today. This is kind of like reminds me of what was that other one? Was it Visa? Yeah, it's got a bit of a Visa look. Not exactly. Some of those stocks though, Visa. What was that? Visa. Berkshire Hathaway. Some of those they're not looking bullish. But at the same time, they're just not looking, as much in the dumps as some of the other ones. Russell 2000. All these are. What happened with the IWM? Oh, look at that, man! Beautiful short today. That's just fantastic. If you were to be involved in that, if I would have been involved with that. AMC. Oh, look at that! Held up. Surprisingly held up. Barely moved with all this market stuff tanking. This one I looked at. I've been looking at several times to see if there's any good, some sort of good option plays on this. But for my style of trading, nothing seeming exciting. But overall, moving down, I don't know how, probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it hits some support around $5 at, 65 cents lower. and probably could, it got a pivot here, could go down to there, but definitely could go down here and went sideways for a while. Shockwave. All right, sideways, and it just, what's nice about this is you could go up, you can go down, and you can just basically go up and down and go sideways, which I think the whole market is kind of doing at the moment. Biohaven. Biohaven is definitely not a safe haven. It has just been moving down. Maybe it's safe if you would have went short up here, or I don't know, somehow, be shorting some of the stuff. I didn't really check at what the option premium is. We do have a pivot area right here, so we got to start looking to see if Biohaven is going to have some sort of a reversal, even if it's a short-term reversal in this 13-ish area. I think this one is Intellia Therapeutics. Another one that dropped down, but catching the support right in here where we had that little pivot area. And if it starts breaking that, we kind of, looks like there's, some of these stocks, some of these stocks make me think that it's going to go sideways because they're going to start dropping down and hit some support. Croc's not really looking. Where would our support be? Maybe here's where it pivoted before, so maybe around that 110. But this is really, we're in this kind of support resistance area. And if it breaks, if it starts dropping down, here was another pivot. But if it really starts breaking past this area right here, it could probably get all the way down to here. And if it gets all the way down to 110, then this is the next place where I really see some solid amount of support and resistance. There's probably a little bit right in here around maybe that 110-ish, maybe somewhere in that area. And Chart Industries. Chart Industries, maybe this 140 is going to hold us some support. Potentially it could. We'll see how well it does. We see it had a little pivot right here before where it was acting as resistance. See it acting as resistance there, acting as resistance there. We'll see if it steps up as support, or is it just going to drop down and be back under that 140. And Karuna. Hey, if I'm pronouncing these wrong, then you can internet shame me if you want that. Or another thing you can do is you can knock on my door and let me know. I'm always down to answer the door. And it's just kind of been going sideways and then dropped down just a little bit and hitting this little bit of maybe some support right in there, right in this sort of area. Semiconductor, Lattice. Okay, that's it's looking a little bullish. We finally got something, even with this candle. If it keeps going up, it's not really breaking much of the trend. We'll have to see what happens. But overall, my friends, a lot of stuff is just looking down. I need to check out this one too. Forgot about that. See if all this volatility. Average true range is not that big, but it's pretty volatile. It's a lot of gapping, but it's slowing down right in here, and when it doubted if it's going to catch down here at the 62. If it starts falling, probably between this 65 or 60 and 58, probably catch some support right in there. So let's take a peekaboo. All right, we see the trend is really widening, right? It's starting just based on this indicator that's a lagging indicator. Looks like the trend to the downside is picking up. What do we have here when we're looking at the S&P 500? Here's where it pivoted before, right? It's kind of in this range. It pivoted right here around 190. Excuse me, I know I just said 190. 390. So maybe this area from 395 to 390, I could see it pivoting there. If it doesn't, right in here, right, 390, pivoted to the downside here, gapped down right there. So 390 to 395. Let's see what happens. And then definitely, if it starts getting down here, it's breaking through that 390, and we start coming down to this 385. We have to see what happens. We've got this good amount of seeming like resistance, support type of area there. And we look at our line chart, we got the low, higher low, higher low. This was our higher low, but we just broke that. We definitely broke that, right? So our uptrend seems to be violated now. It would, at the moment, we definitely seem to be violating this uptrend. However, the sideways trend, to me, is still intact. In fact, seeing the action of today and just looking through a lot of those charts, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we go lower through the end of this week, but I wouldn't be surprised if we start kind of bottoming out and start, moving back up to the top. Top of what? I don't know. Top up here, up in this area. But overall, let's see how low it goes, right? Again, we're looking at what happens around 400. So we got more information today that we're almost 10 points lower than 400. So let's see what's going to happen through there. And then we want to see, right around that 80. I think it was, we're looking at the candles, right? This 85 to 80, right? But here's this 80 range. If it's going to start breaking that 80 range, then we'll see what happens between there. Exciting, huh? Maybe not exciting to you. Again, if you want to be less worried about choosing direction, the strategy is really wonderful. When the stock market is going down or going down, the stock market had been going down, right, for all this time. 2023 basically went down, and then towards the end of 2022 had been going down. So towards the end of 2022, started going sideways. Now we're in the sideways range, and there's still some, in my opinion, there's still some really good deals on stocks that I personally would want to own for the long term. And when the stock market drops low, if you already know what stocks you're looking to buy, when the stock market has a really down day like this, you can sell further away from the money. Like, for example, let's pretend this is a stock you want to buy. Don't so much worry about the price, right? Be less worried about the price. We're just pretending the stock you want to buy. And let's say normally, when it was trading, kind of in this area, let's say you could only get a good amount of premium somewhere in here. But now that it's dropped down to here, now you can probably get premium here. Maybe you can get a little bit lower. Where do you want to buy that? Where do you want to buy this position at? So when the stock market is going down, you want to know beforehand what stocks you're interested in buying, so you can already have an idea of what price you want to purchase them at. What's the highest price you want to purchase it at? What's the low? What is your this is a pretty good deal. What's your screaming good deal? And things like that. So download some of this stuff. Contact me if you want. Get the consulting if you want, but definitely this website will help you with that. And maybe by the end of this month, I might be releasing a inexpensive weekly service that will be exploring different stocks that I would like to own or I think would be good to do wheel strategy on. So if you wanna be on top of that, start your free stuff. Okay, you guys have a fantastic time, whatever time you are watching.